You are listening to episode 15 of the Aligned Actor podcast. First of all, I apologize that just during the intro part, not during the actual episode, you're going to hear some leaf blowing because that's happening around where I live. So just deal with it. Maybe the dog will bark. I don't know. Hopefully he won't. He won't bark. He's not going to bark. Anyway, so this episode all came about because I'm trying to eliminate lack thinking in how I look at my career. So not looking at my career and going like, I don't have what I want. I want all these things and I don't have them. Because in the law of attraction community, movement, conscious creation, that kind of those circles and things, we talk about how everything that we want is like a stick with two ends, which I get into more in the podcast, or a little bit more, but anyway, I talk about it in there too. And on the one end of the stick, you have the thing. And so when you focus on that end of the stick, you're thinking about like, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to pick an award, an Emmy. Oh, look at that Emmy. I love Emmys. Emmys are great. Emmys are awesome. And on the other end of the stick, you have the lack of the Emmy. So you're like, I don't have an Emmy. I wish I had an Emmy. It'd be really nice to have an Emmy. Maybe I won't ever get an Emmy. I don't know. So anyway, there's these two different ends of the stick, and whatever end you focus on is what you're creating. And it can be difficult. I've found it difficult to kind of figure out what you're actually sort of attracting to yourself and what you're actually putting out there in terms of like, I want my career. I want to be doing good things in my career. And what you're really thinking is like, I don't have it and I wish I had it. So I had been feeling like I often look at my career in terms of what I don't have. And so then what shows up for me is more not having things that I want in my career. And I'm also, I was also looking for ways for the slow times to feel, those times in between auditions and in between bookings, for all those times to feel better, basically, and to not feel like, well, I have nothing. Because for me, sometimes it can feel like that, where it's like when stuff's going on, when I have auditions, when I'm booking things, like that feels like, oh, I have a career. There's my career. It's right here. It's right here. And then when there's a little bit of a lull, it's like, I have no career. I have nothing. And it's sort of bouncing back and forth between these sort of black and white areas is not very fun. And it's not healthy, I don't think, for an actor mindset. So trying to kind of make a gray area where it all is part of the career. That's what this reframe is about for me. And I think this way of thinking about things kind of incorporates the highs and the lows of the career much more easily for me. And I hope it will do the same for you. And yeah, I think this idea is similar to in episode 9 where I talked about being in the arena. But I also think that my thoughts have evolved a little bit more on this. And also I think in the arena was more, if I'm recalling correctly, about like when you suffer like setbacks or if something doesn't go your way and you're upset about it. But you can think about like, well, I'm only bruised from not booking this job because I'm in the arena of doing the acting career. Whereas with this idea, this was more about like, well, when you haven't maybe had an audition in a while or something hasn't been going on, that if you think about it, if you reframe it and think about it from another perspective, that it just becomes part of the career overall. And it's helping me feel more grounded. So yeah, I think my thoughts have evolved. And there's the dog. But it's okay because we're done with the intro. So we're going to go on to the episode as we fade out on the dog and we fade up on the podcast. Enjoy! Welcome to the Aligned Actor Podcast. I'm Amy Schlurb, and I am an actor and a student of conscious creation, looking to learn, grow, and share my experiences with you so that together we can master our mindsets and manifest the careers of our dreams. Let's play. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. I had a pretty fun idea, I think, a fun reframe of our careers pop into my head the other day, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. So what do we always hear people say that are actors doing this and all this kind of stuff? So we always hear people saying, I'm trying to be an actor, or I'm pursuing an acting career. No. That's not the way to think about this, right, guys? So we're not trying to be actors. We are actors, and we're not pursuing our acting careers. We are engaging in our acting careers. So that's the word shift that I want to make abundantly clear in this episode. Is we're going from pursuing our acting careers to engaging in our acting careers, or engaging our acting careers. I don't quite know exactly what's proper for that. But anyway, thinking of the idea of engaging in this. Because when we make this mindset shift, we go from a mindset of lack, where success is something that exists, ahead of wherever we are. Like, success is out there, I'm pursuing it, it's a great gazelle that I have to chase down on the prairie and grab, and then I will have bagged my career and it will be mine. That's not really what happens, right? So if success is always out there, you're always reaching for it, always striving for it, always hustling to achieve success. That's no fun, guys. And it never really ends, because even if you have successful events, you book jobs, or whatever it is that you're doing in your career, you're just going to keep on glossing over them, because you have this mindset of like, I have to pursue whatever the next thing is, and this idea that success is something that you have to continually chase, rather than that it's something that you can just decide that you have by shifting your mindset slightly. And so the mindset shift is going from this idea of talking about pursuing or chasing your career to deciding and acknowledging that you have an acting career right now, regardless of what level you're at. We all have careers. We just continually engage in our careers. We engage with our careers. That's the mindset. I can't speak today. That's the mindset that truly understands, from the inside, what it means to be an actor and to own that identity in such a way that success is a given. Because here's the thing, even the most successful actors have career lulls, or don't have access to the opportunities that they really want, or get passed over for jobs, or get awful reviews, or whatever horrible thing you can think of. You can find dissatisfaction at any level of an acting career. And that's really good news, actually, because that means that you can also find satisfaction at any level of an acting career. So there's this glorious roller coaster that we're on. And once we just acknowledge that we're on this glorious roller coaster, it gets easier, I think. And so which would you rather look for and find? Would you rather look for dissatisfaction in your career, or would you rather look for satisfaction? And choose wisely, because whatever you look for, you're going to find. Because I can do this all the time. There are days when I look at my career with lack glasses, so dissatisfaction glasses. And those are the days of frustration and feeling like crap. And then there are the days that I look at my career with satisfaction glasses on. And those are the days that I feel way better, obviously. And the events don't change on these days. Yes, it's way easier to put on the lack dissatisfaction glasses when it's been a while since the last audition, or it's been a while since I've booked anything. And it's way easier to put on the satisfaction glasses when I book a job. But in reality, I can choose to put on whichever pair of glasses I want to at any given time, right? And you can too. And I think that this mindset shift, I said it right that time, yay. I think that this mindset shift, choosing to see myself as engaging in an acting career rather than pursuing an acting career, it makes it easier to put on the satisfaction glasses more of the time, because it allows me to redefine the world of my career and what it means to be successful. So here's another way that I've been thinking about this, to kind of go back to our roller coaster analogy. So when you say, I'm trying to be an actor, or, I'm pursuing acting, it's kind of like you're looking at yourself standing in line for that roller coaster. And maybe even, from line, it looks more like a lazy river. Like you're watching all these other actors and you see them pop up on shows or movies and you're like, oh, it's kind of like they're in a lazy river. And like, once I get my career inner tube, then I'm just going to gently, ride the current from job to job for the rest of time. And, it's going to be so nice. And I really don't think that's how it works, guys. I hate to burst your bubbles. I think it's a roller coaster. I think there's twists and turns, highs and lows. Your series gets canceled. Your series gets picked up again on another network. Yay. You get recast out of your series. There's a 3-picture deal, but then they don't make the 3rd movie because nobody liked the director. I don't know. There's times of great success, quote unquote, and there's times of crickets. And that's kind of just the way that it goes. It's this glorious roller coaster. It's not a lazy river that you just sort of ride for the rest of time. And guess what? You're not in line. You're already on it. There's no line. Nobody is in line waiting to get onto the roller coaster. We're all just on it once we make this decision to be actors. We're on the roller coaster already. And being on the roller coaster is what makes you successful, because that's what makes you an actor. And yeah, maybe you're in a dip right now, and maybe you're at the top of a fun peak. But either way, congratulations, because you're on the roller coaster of the acting career. It's kind of like I was talking about in episode 9, the episode about being in the arena and celebrating that. Because when we define success to mean engaging in the career, going to the auditions, getting the headshots, doing the mailings, doing great work in class, going to workshops, networking, creating your own content, whatever it is that you're doing, and you can do any of those things, that's being an actor. That's not trying to be an actor. It's just a relief when you look at it from that perspective. I think, in my personal opinion, it's taken so much weight off of my shoulders. Because we're not failing. We're doing. And it's by doing that we succeed. Because so much of that other success, quote unquote, the commercial success, booking the job, the material success, getting all the $10 million picture, whatever the thing is, a lot of that's just outside of our control. That's business and marketing and suits and things. And it's just way healthier for us as artists and creative people to just redefine it in general and claim it as ours now. Claim success as just the doing of the craft and the doing of the nuts and bolts of it. And, can't you just feel the shift in your energy when you go from this mindset of pursuing and chasing the dream, and it's out there and it's ahead of me and I have to go and get it, to having the career and engaging in it? I am a professional actor and this is what I do. And every actor feels on top of the world when they are working and like the biggest pile of poo when they aren't. But it doesn't have to be that way, I feel. I mean, when we can find a way to feel satisfied and grounded in our careers, regardless of what events, quote unquote, are happening, and recognize that this career it's just a roller coaster. It's got ups, downs, twists, turns, like I've been saying. That's the mindset that's going to keep us at the table long enough for the chips to come our way. Thank you, Henry Winkler, for that analogy. In I think it was his Emmy acceptance speech, he talked about that. And I think that's what it is. That's why we fortify our mindsets, guys. That's why I'm here doing this podcast, is basically to help us all figure out a way to stay at the table long enough for the chips to come to us. Because that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm talking to myself when I do these podcasts. And then you can listen to, and that's fun. And additionally, I feel like from a conscious creator point of view, we know that what we focus on is what we create more of. And that every desire is like a stick with two ends. And on the one end is the actual desire, the thing that you actually want, the successful career, quote unquote. And on the other end is the lack of the desire, meaning that we have to be careful about how we talk about and define our careers. If we keep saying, I'm pursuing an acting career, we will always be in pursuit. We will always be in lack mode. And the universe can only continue to show us evidence of us being in pursuit, because that's what we're saying about ourselves, is I'm trying to get an acting career. That's what I'm doing. I'm pursuing it. I'm pursuing it. Well, you will always be in that mode. We'll always only be aware that we are in pursuit and that we haven't actually achieved it yet. But when we can make that shift to saying, I'm engaging in an acting career, I am an actor, the universe has to respond to us and show us evidence of that truth. And we become more attuned and aware of all the ways that we have a great acting career right now. And that's what we see show up. So for me, I've been engaging in this little mindset shift for a while now, and it's brought me a lot more peace and joy in my career. I feel like I can finally breathe again. As I was mentioning last week, I'm trying to eliminate actor hustle and just more flow in the career and in everything. And it's just a lot healthier for my mindset overall. But it's also a practice, because I can still get stuck in observing the lack in my career and picking up the wrong end of that desire stick, as it were. And that's why I started thinking and playing with this idea of pursuing versus engaging, because it really does help me to recognize that all the actors that I sometimes put up on a pedestal and I think, oh, they have what I want, they have careers, they're really just engaging in the exact same things that I'm engaging in. So we're all just the same, guys. It's a gig economy. We're just going from gig to gig to gig to gig to gig, and we're all the same. And thinking of it in that way makes me feel better about it. When I think about it the other way, it's more frustration and lack. And picking up this new idea has cultivated that mindset that makes me feel more grounded and professional and ultimately good about myself and my career. And isn't that what we all want? That's what I want. I want to feel good about myself and about my career. And this mindset shift has done that for me. This is what I signed up for. This is just part of the deal. The highs and the lows are just part of the deal. We all go through this, and it doesn't have to mean anything about me or my talent or anything like that, other than I'm a professional actress showing up in the entertainment industry. That's all those different events mean. That I'm engaging an acting career. That's it. It's pretty empowering when you look at it that way. So the next time you're feeling down, try zooming out and seeing the whole roller coaster and remembering that this downtime is just part of the gig and you'll get through it. And if you can find a way to feel better about it, that's what's going to help you. The only thing that it means is that you're a professional actor, just like the rest of us. And I would bet that if you look at it from that point of view, you're going to get through it a lot faster and with a lot less hair pulling. So pull out those satisfaction glasses and things will feel a lot better. Look at your career with that focus and those lenses on, and you'll see all the wonderful gifts that you already have in your career. So come play with us in the Facebook group. Talk to me about this episode. Talk to me about other episodes. Play games with us. Tell us what's going on for you. We'll help you find all of the great, joyous parts of your career if you need that support and that help. That Facebook group you can find that by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. That's where we are. We're having a good time in there. And keep going. Stay at the table. Let the chips come to you at some point. Find ways to feel good. That's what this whole podcast is about. It's basically about helping us find ways to feel good so that we stay at the table longer, so that we keep showing up for ourselves and we keep taking action in our careers and we keep going. That's what you need to do. That's why you need to fortify your mindset, is so that you'll keep going and you'll keep showing up for yourself. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope you found this helpful to sort of think about engaging in your career rather than pursuing it. So I'll see you out there as we all engage in our careers. Now I feel like Captain Picard. Engage. There you go. Engage in your career. Bye. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you feel inspired to do so, please subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast with your actor pals so that more people can enjoy the good vibes. Also, be sure to join the Aligned Actor Community on Facebook by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. That's the place where this podcast gets interactive. It's a pretty fun party. You're going to want to get in on it. Until next time, remember, you are an amazing actor and you are creating the career of your dreams. Congrats!